Speedrunning is a popular hobby for many streamers and YouTubers alike, taking these beautiful, well-made games that developers have sunk thousands of hours into, and skip past all the cool details, all the amazing mechanics in a mad dash to finish the game as fast as humanly possible. That, ladies and gentlemen, is speedrunning in a nutshell. Well then, how does one do a speedrun if there is no game? Simple, we just make the game.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
But first of all, we need to establish some rules, like what actually counts as a game, because otherwise I could totally just open up Unity, add in some text, add a button, change the text to say you win, and set the button to make the text appear when pressed. And this was made in 1 minute and 4 seconds. So what kind of rules does a challenge like this need? Well, I don't want to invalidate that first one, so I think we'll make different categories. We'll call this one button %. Just gonna jot down my time. Oh yeah, we need rules for this category, don't we? The button must make it clear that it has to be pressed in order to play, and the winning text must make it clear that the player has won. That's all I'm gonna give you in terms of rules, okay? So you do whatever you want. I don't.
Connection terminated.
Now, obviously, I don't want to have only one speedrun category, because that's stupid, and I need more watch time, so let me introduce you to high score %. So what will the rules for this run be? Rule 1, there must be clear high score UI to indicate the player's progress. Rule 2, the high score can only be increased through the use of an interactable object. You can't just create like a timer and have that increase the high score every second or something. Rule 3, there has to be like gameplay. What I'm talking about is that you can't just make a button that increases your high score when it's pressed. Rule 4, the game must have a way for the player to lose. God, there's a lot more to this than I thought there would be. Rule number 5, subscribe! Sub! Now, or I'll be at your door to the IRS to collect tax on your dog. Hey, if you subscribe, I will personally give you a pizza at some point in the future. So now you're probably waiting for me to finally start the run. So let's get started, shall we? So I made basically the entire game, and misspelling and making errors absolutely everywhere because I was panicking so much with the stress of having to make a game fast. Then paused and looked at my time. That amount of time that it's taken me to do this is shit. Why has this taken me absolutely ages? Then I was like, fuck it, just keep going. And I accidentally reset the timer. Oops, now I have to restart. Attempt number 2. The first thing I did was add a cube. Then I made a new script which will control the game. And then I waited for Visual Studio to load so I could edit the script. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Scrap that, let's start again. Attempt number 3. Here is the setup. The scene is set for 2D, the Visual Studio is running in the background, and TextMesh Pro Essentials are all downloaded. My first move, make a cube. Open up the script that we already had open. Start off making controls. Make a system where the player can die when they collide with an enemy. Now we create the system for spawning enemies between 2 random points every half a second. Now we start putting stuff together in our scene. Make the enemy red. Enemy. Make walls so the player can't escape. Have a script actually start the game. Test. 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 My next move. Make some text. Script the text. And that is a game made in 14 minutes and 45 seconds. So that is how fast I can make a game in Unity. That time's really bad, to be honest. Yeah.